Tzu Chi provides hot tea and food for Serbian refugees waiting to be resettled. Educators in Kaohsiung produce 10 micro-movies with hopes of educating others. I'm Sean Scanlan. This is DaAi Headlines. Tzu Chi volunteers continue to care for Serbian refugees, providing them with hot tea and bread, as well as TVs and spiritual comfort. Volunteers also visit the camp's dormitory, warming their hearts as they wait to go to another country.
Hello, good morning. How are you? Good morning.
This kind of breakfast greeting happens every day in the dormitory camp in Serbia. Since early 2017, Tzu Chi began to provide breakfast and dinner, bread and hot tea to the refugees in the camp. This action of love has lasted more than 2 years without interruption.
Bread is good. Yes, it's good.
You like it?
Yes, I like it.
The breakfast is very good.
Yeah, good.
Every day is very good.
Because they only have a glass of cold milk, this egg, and an orange in the morning, all are cold. So when we provide a cup of hot tea to them, they feel very good.
The Obrenovic camp is the second largest refugee camp in Serbia. At present, the temporary residents are all young men. Tzu Chi volunteers not only provide them with meals and clothes, but also install TVs to give them spiritual comfort.
Do you watch the program here?
Yeah, I like TV. Very good program. I like program.
The refugees return to the dormitory to continue their waiting after having their meal. Although Tzu Chi volunteers haven't come for months, some of the refugees still wear the T-shirt with Tzu Chi logo.
Nice shirt. Good.
How long you stay in this camp?
2 months. 2 months.
Who give you the shirt?
This side, inside.
Kamasaret.
Kamasari.
The Tzu Chi New Jersey chapter in Cedar Grove has been operating a food pantry for 9 years. At present, more than 100 families are helped per week. In addition to this charity work, Tzu Chi's food pantry also educates the public about nutrition and recycling. Each week this sign is posted. This has been going on for 9 years.
Yes, happy birthday for 9 wonderful years. I'm sure everyone is very happy that you're here.
9 years. Beautiful. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, pantry.
Food pantry.
Happy birthday, pantry.
Keep it going. Keep it going. You're doing wonderful work.
Tzu Chi's New Jersey chapter's food pantry not only offers canned food, but also fresh fruit and vegetables to look after the health of the poor.
It is very convenient for me because it gives me all the healthy vegetables and fruit that I can put in the table for my family.
My husband, he passed away. I don't have a lot of income. Then I come, somebody bring to me over here. And let me tell you something. You give me a lot of food for me and my kids.
Like in a family, like a second family, good people surrounding us, taking care of us.
All the time they are happy, and that's very good. Thank you so much and happy birthday.
I want to thank you for all that you have done. I hope that you can continue to help people in need, and I hope that God blesses you.
To cut down on food waste, these individuals can choose the food they want by computer and will be ready for them. Serving at least 100 families every week, the Tzu Chi New Jersey chapter has established a good relationship with more than 2,000 families over the past 9 years. Tzu Chi Chicago Chapter joined hands with the First Lady Health Fair for their 4th joint free clinic on September 7th for low-income families in Chicago. Services included dentistry, Chinese medicine, family medicine, and pediatrics.
To stay healthy, you must get up and do it. The First Lady Health Fair is a major health event in Chicago every year. This is the fourth time that Tzu Chi attends this event.
Your organization is amazing. You all actually have transformed this park into a hospital. And we're so grateful for all of the services that you are offering today.
Because there are so many people that don't have the access, and today your hospital, along with all the other providers are here, are making sure that we're putting our health number one.
Under the blue sky and on the green lawn or under the shades of trees, Tima provides 7 medical departments to serve the public. The medical students from the University of Illinois at Chicago and the Northwestern University are also there to take the patient's temperatures and putting the information into files.
As a doctor, I must understand my hometown. I must understand the patients of my city. And holding a free clinic is the best way to understand my city and the people of this city.
I definitely recommend this experience and everything. It's pretty fun. You meet some new people and everything like that. You get to reinforce some of the skills that you're supposed to know already through docs and things.
Correct diet is also a part of preventive medicine. Tzu Chi volunteers are also there promoting vegetarianism and appealing to everyone to support the ethical eating day on January 11th.
Tzu Chi Manhattan Liaison Office held a free clinic for the first time. Most of the people who visited are ethnic Chinese seniors. Many suffer from general body pain, and special treatments were provided for their ailments.
Tzu Chi Manhattan Liaison Office, which is located in Chinatown, held a free clinic in the community for the first time. Mr. Hong, who is in his 80s, came to seek medical attention for his joint pain.
Originally, I was a little scared when I walked. I was also afraid of squatting, but now it is no problem for me to squat and get up. It improves after I received an injection. Thank you.
I apply head acupuncture therapy, which means to give acupuncture treatment underneath the scalp. Patients can sit on the chair to receive treatment, and the effect is very obvious. After receiving the treatment, patients can feel their pain has been alleviated.
Most of the residents in Chinatown are ethnic Chinese seniors. 12 traditional Chinese medicine doctors and medical professionals have been invited to provide medical services.
I think it is very helpful for them. As most of the seniors are aging, they have multiple illnesses.
Although the space at the liaison office is limited, 77 people visited the clinic in 4 hours. In the future, a free eye clinic and dental clinic will be provided to further care for the seniors' health.
Tzu Chi Vision Mobile Clinic in the United States goes to areas to treat people who have no access to medical assistance or have no medical insurance. On this day, the mobile clinic arrived in San Diego to help people with dental or vision problems.
I'm not really an early morning person, so I actually stayed up all night just so I could get here today. Otherwise, I'd be asleep right now.
The Tzu Chi Vision Mobile Clinic came to San Diego, California.
I graduated from the dental school this year, and I've been participating in the Tzu Chi free clinics for 8 years. Before, I came as a dental assistant, but from this year on out, I can volunteer as a dentist.
Many people here do not have medical insurances, so they have to endure the dental pain when they suffer from it. The Tzu Chi free clinics clean their teeth and remove bad teeth to solve their teeth problems.
And I had my teeth cleaned, and oh my gosh, they feel wonderful, absolutely wonderful. That's like a waterfall for the teeth, and it was quick, and it was painless, and it was wonderful.
The mobile clinic also provides free examinations by optometrists and free eyeglasses.
For the past 3 years, and I've gotten dental care, vision, acupuncture, medical care through Tzu Chi, who has helped me tremendously because of I don't have insurance, and whatever they do for me is very well appreciated.
The free clinics also need young people to join.
Chisao and also a lot of teaching over here. They get to do things and learn things a lot faster compared to us, basically. And it's really great to see the young people basically taking charge of some of the activities, some of the tasks already.
When more people can pitch in to join the free clinics, They will also gather more love to help the less fortunate.
School principals and teachers in remote regions of Kaohsiung have participated in classes teaching micro-movie production. From writing scripts, filming, and editing, these principals and teachers produced a total of 10 micro-movies.
The students who became a laughingstock because he draws was featured in a micro-movie. He is a real student in Zhang Naiwen's class in Kaohsiung Elementary School.
I want to tell the children that we will meet many challenges during our pursuit of education or making friends. We can try to say it.
There is also the story of one teacher entrusting people to revive a type of orchids before he passed away. The principals and teachers at schools in remote Kaohsiung have tried for the first time producing 10 micro-movies.
We cannot estimate when we can film the movie. For instance, when it rains heavily, I would have to wait. It takes about a month to do the editing. It is extremely hard work, as we have to repeat the steps again and again.
While the principals learn to produce movies, we hope in every township, in every corner, and in every remote region, the children and principals can present our beautiful Taiwan through their points of view.
The teachers will become the seed teachers at the school. In the future, they will teach micro-movie producing, hoping that the children in remote regions can discover more touching stories on campus.
A Jingsi reading room opened at Kaohsiung Elementary School in Yilan County, Taiwan. Photographer Ran Yi-zhong attended the opening ceremony.
The Chinese orchestra plays 2 pieces of lively music to welcome the guest, which is quite rare in this remote school. Everyone from the county magistrates to the students and teachers from grade 2 to grade 6 receives a copy of Jingsi aphorism.
Be enduring, forbearing, patient, tolerant.
Bravely accepting discipline from people or matters.
This is the first time for the grade master of photography, Ran Yi-zhong, to return to his alma mater of Kaohsiung Elementary School after graduating for 57 years.
He said that he wished his alma mater to have a Jingsi reading room. So we are happy to tell him that a Jingsi reading room is opened here today.
Because of the establishment of Jingsi Reading Room, I have the opportunity to return. I'm quite happy.
The reading room is located on the first floor near the classrooms and the receiving area for parents.
Some kids in the countryside come to the school early. As the reading room is near the receiving area, students can go there for reading after they arrive.
I hope this educational concept can be integrated with the strength of society and Qiji, so that it can be widely spread in the community.
This 569 square foot reading room is bright and stacked with books that can cultivate good characters among the students.
92-year-old Tzu Chi volunteer Han Shoujiang writes Chinese calligraphy as a famous music conductor. In 1995, Dharma Master Zheng Yan encouraged him to write Jingsi aphorisms in Chinese calligraphy. He has published his work, sharing these words of wisdom with the public.
Writing down his favorite Jingsi aphorism, 92-year-old Han Shoujiang writes Chinese calligraphy really well. In 1995, Dharma Master Zheng Yan encouraged him to write Jingsi aphorisms in Chinese calligraphy.
I was very surprised and I felt hesitant. It's not easy. What if I cannot do a good job? I kept hesitating.
可怎么办呢？我一直在忧虑这个。
这两个字体不一样，我们的文化嘛，哈。
It would be the best if we can pass on our culture. The most important thing is to allow everyone to understand the meaning of Tzu Chi aphorisms.
每一个人都能懂。
With the regular scripts and Zhang Zhidong's Chinese script style, Han finished writing a book of Jingzi aphorisms. Besides Chinese calligraphy, he is also talented in music. He was the music conductor when he served in the Navy.
我从小在皇宫里面。
I studied in the palace when I was young, and it was strict. When I came to Taiwan at 17 years old, I was referred to an orchestra.
Writing and studying Jingzi aphorisms, Han has touched a lot of people. However, he still thinks he has not done enough.
Being content, grateful, considerate, and tolerant, I have not been able to do the latter two. I'm not very tolerant.
Despite his humbleness, Han has already contributed to the society with his talent and hard work.
The 9/21 earthquake disrupted traffic along the Cross Island Highway, especially the section between Guguan and Tzu Chi. After repair work was completed, heavy rains have washed away embankments and caused injury and death, as it continues to be a very dangerous road indeed. Amongst these steep mountains from the banks of the DaAi River is this incredible road called the Cross Island Highway. More than 10,000 soldiers used their blood and sweat to connect Taichung to Hualien.
民国49年5月9号，台湾东西横贯公路
To cheers for the opening to 1999 when a shocking earthquake destroyed the base of the road, leading to 80% of the road from Guguan to Tzu Chi being eroded, costing the government $64.67 million. It took 5 years to repair, but when Typhoon Mindala occurred, disaster struck once again.
This money was thrown away. Really, billions of dollars just washed away by the water.
The fractured corridor extends from Shangguguan to Tzu Chi and is divided into two sections, Qingshan Upper Route and Lower Route. With the upper route closed for repairs, the lower route was downgraded to that of a sidewalk, meaning only Taipower vehicles, Lisan residents, and emergency services are allowed on the road.
There are only 3 times a day. It's written there. I still have to get here about 30 minutes ahead of time.
To drive this road, one needs to be aware of what is in front of you and where you make turns. You have to be more careful as you have to go through this section smoothly.
In November 2018, to promote sightseeing, buses went up the mountain when this road was open, though they were escorted by cars in back and front, as each section of road posed lots of risk. Falling stone hit trucks, causing casualties. The road was dangerous as engineering staff had to risk everything for repairs.
Every disastered area, when we want to travel to it, we ask people to go ahead and check if there are any falling stones, and then we rush to the next point.
The loose stones are really a threat to Taiwan's mountain roads. It is hard to avoid them, as they are quite a high risk.
Heavy rain scouring even tests the strength of this tunnel.
This is 21.7 kilometers section of the road, and from May to June, it is seriously affected by heavy rain. The road bed below this tunnel is completely empty out, and it is hard for workers to do emergency repair. The work is nearly completed, but everyone worries disaster may strike again during the next big rain, and can they really stay safe?
The first thing that you have to think about is what can collapse and if it will or not. Secondly, you have to have plants and trees, but this does not take 10 or 20 years, but 50 or even 100 years.
Mountain forests have been plagued with many injuries, and some worry they have not had enough time to fully recuperate. Scholars can't help but worry, especially with many discussing restarting cross-island traffic in the greater Lisan area. With clouds and haze, Lisan sits at about 2,000 meters above sea level. It has a beautiful scenery. If you drive down Tzu Chi and Guguan, you only need 1.5 hours. If you go around Hehuan Mountain and Wushe Buli, it would take about 5 hours. This traffic problem has created a very unique school environment for children.
Starting from kindergarten, they go for 10 days of school and then rest for 4 days. They are completely used to it, and they have been doing it nearly 20 years.
There are no large hospitals on the mountain, only the largest health clinic in Taiwan.
北北你怎么了？被什么东西打到？树啊，树哦。
Opening the Cross Island Highway will give us more options. The closest hospital now is Dongshi Farmers Hospital, which takes 1.5 hours by car.
Medical treatment, schooling, and transportation of agricultural products all need a way out. But who is willing to gamble their life for this?
After the car enters the Kaohsiung section, it's 24 minutes travel time. If you do not leave the Qingshan control station, a mobile phone will trigger the emergency warning system.
The highway authority monitors the entry and exit time of the vehicle and sets up a falling rock warning system. Uses different methods such as hanging nets and spraying concrete to try to reduce danger.
We need to treat nature as an organism, that she is something that is living or getting older. And how should we manage it through maintenance? This will allow our life to be better through such maintenance.
The Cross Island Highway is subject to many twists and turns, with the current medium and long-term disaster resistance projects hoping to extend its life and help it weather many unpredictable natural disasters. A music teacher at Nantou went into debt after her business collapsed when the 9/21 earthquake struck. For about a year, she had to play music at the funeral house to support her family. This work also allowed her to realize that as long as she was alive, she would have hope. She later formed a band, paid off her debt, and turned her life around.
Xie Shuangshuang is a music teacher, and 20 years ago, she had been playing the piano very well. Back then, she and her husband owned a restaurant, and the business was fantastic. The couple also gave free meals to underprivileged children. However, Xie Shuangshuang's smile disappeared due to the 9/21 earthquake, which turned their restaurant into rubble and loaded them with a debt of over $160,000.
Back then, I felt my life was hopeless.
To pay back debts and raise their children, she played music at a funeral home.
My job was to play the grieving music while sitting by the coffin. It made me realize that if we were alive, it was the most fortunate thing.
Because she was still alive, it supported her to overcome the obstacle in front of her. She opened a music class and formed a band.
She was very attentive and wasn't afraid of setbacks. She would try her best to move forwards.
Her beloved husband died 6 years ago, which was another major setback. She eased her grievances eventually and plays an extraordinary piece of music of her life.
A DaAi kindergarten in Malacca held an environmentally friendly lantern production competition involving children and parents. Later, everyone shared vegetarian hot pot, underscoring their commitment to protecting the earth. We leave you with this. Goodbye.